Look at that. That's just nasty, dude. That is just that is so nasty. Ay, 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 dude. Okay, so here we go, the long-awaited Ishtar, right? Our GGC first look at Ishtar. But hey, man, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe and turn on those notifications. We put out videos every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And don't forget, we're also streaming live on YouTube every Tuesday or Thursday at 11:30 Eastern Standard Time. And if you want to meet some really cool people that are not just playing Smite, but playing all kinds of various different games in a toxic-free environment, come check out our Discord, man. We have over 500 people from all over the world signed up to our Discord. I put an invite to that description of this video, any of our videos, and our website garzagaming.com. But here we go, man, the long-awaited Ishtar, man. Let's get into it. Okay, so here we go with the long-awaited Ishtar, right? So what we're going to do in this video, we're going to take a deep dive into her various different abilities, and then check out her mechanics for each attack, man. I messed with this guy a little bit thus far, and I can tell you right now, she is going to be OP as heck in Arena. But let's take a look at her, right? So starting out with her passive, man, Mark of Vengeance, right? So when Ishtar drops below 70% health, she marks an enemy god that most recently did damage to her, right, for up to 10 seconds. And each time Ishtar deals damage to that marked god with basic attacks, she actually gets stacks of attack speed, up to 5 stacks, so a total of 20% attack speed on that set god. Plus, she gets movement speed if she actually kills that god or assists that kills that god. So whatever god is marked, as you're attacking them, you get more attack speed, up to 20% attack speed. If you kill that set god or one of your allies kills it, you actually get an attack movement speed buff right after to allow you to either engage, place yourself for better engagement on another enemy, or get the heck out of there right before you get focused. So that's pretty significant. Now, as you can see, she has 3 different type of attacks, right? So she's going to have rebutted arrows, she's going to have rolling thunder, jolt, and her blades of retribution, which is her ult, right? So we're going to start off with her number 1, or her various different embedded arrows, right? So with her number 1, once you click 1, it goes into another sub menu where you can select up to 4 different things, the 4th being your ult, right? So you can still trigger your ult while you're in your basic your number 1 select form, so keep that in mind. So the first arrow, as soon as you hit 1, the number 1 of 1, right, is what's called strike shot. So strike shot is Ishtar lobs a bolt that explodes in an area. So it's an AoE type damage, right? Dealing bonus damage. And these shots may also be fired over walls. So this is like an arcing type damage type arrow that goes up, comes down like a long dart, and does a small AoE that you can lob over walls. Now with this though, it has a 40% less crit damage, right? But it does get bonus damage anywhere, you know, depending, I guess, from 8 up to 30 more damage. So that's pretty significant. And I'm sure that's probably a percentage, or maybe it's not. Maybe that is hard cap right there. So that's pretty good. 8, 12, 18, 24, and 30 damage late game per shot. So yeah, that's pretty significant, man. And then there's number 2, right, is her spread shot. So Ishtar notches additional light arrows and fires 5 shots in a cone. So it's a cone type of attack. Only the center arrow triggers the basic attack effect though. So if you have something like Quint's size or Obsidian's bow, only the center arrow is going to be able to trigger that set effect, right? The fan portion of those arrows will not trigger any type of effect. So you ain't going to get like a bunch of Quins out there, right? So the center arrow does 100% of the basic attack damage, and then the side one goes 5, 6.5, 7.5, 8.75 to a max level at 10% of your basic attack damage, which is really, really cool. And then the third and final shot, right, is your storm shot. So your storm shot, Ishtar enhances her attack speed and fires quick and long range shots that deal reduced damage. So attack speed can go at level 1, 20, 25, 30, 35, and in game 40% more attack speed, right? And the projectile speed gets increased to 120% attack projectile speed. So, right, so you're going to be just like lobbing those arrows. Unfortunately, you're going to be doing about 20% less damage when you do that. But you're going to have such a long range, as you're going to see here shortly, that you're going to be able to snipe a lot of these enemies before they can even get an engagement range to you. So that's going to be a pretty OP type shot. And then of course you have her ult, right, which is a cone type attack. Ishtar becomes CC immune. Oh, that's important. She becomes CC immune and summons 5 swords of light, firing them out in a cone in front of her, right? So each sword can damage and cripple enemies up to 1.5 seconds, or 1.25 seconds, so 1.25 seconds. When the swords reach their destination, Ishtar can recall them back to her location within 3 seconds. So once she throws out those swords, they stick in the ground, and then you got 3 seconds to call them up by hitting 4 again, right? If you play on PC, so it's kind of like a Scylla type attack. You know, you hit 4, shoot them out, and then within 3 seconds you can hit 4 again to bring them back in. So do damage out. And cripple, damage back, stun, right? So that's pretty significant. When the swords reach their max destination, Ishtar can recall them back on location within 3 seconds. If the enemy is hit by both the initial fire, so if when you go out, you hit the enemy, and then you hit them on the way back when you recall them, they actually stun for 1 second. Each sword hit after the first deals reduced damage, resetting before recall. Okay, so that's pretty significant. The main thing idea of this, not just that you can, cripple on the way out, and then if you hit the same guy on the way back, you can stun him, but while you're casting this, it makes you CCE immune. So this is going to be very interesting. I wonder if you get hit with an Ares type Ares' ult, right, or Daji's ult, and you fire this, if it will work like a beads and cleanse you and not bring you in. So that's going to be very interesting. We're definitely going to have to try that, right? And then of course the swords do anywhere between, they do 80, 100, 120, 140, and 60 damage. Plus, depending on your attack multiplier, right? And then the damage reduction is 30% per sword up to a max of 80%. It cripples for 1.25 seconds and stuns for 1 second. So let's take a look at that, man. Let's definitely take a look at that. Okay, so here, this is our number 1, right? So this is going to be the small AoE attack with reduced crit. Now I got a really high crit build that I'm working with right now, but don't pay attention to that. Right now we just want to see how this works, and I'm using a build that has max attack speed right now. But just disregard that for right now. Just worry about the various different attacks. So this is our number 2 basic attack off of 1. You see how it has that cone attack? And then this is her number 3 as soon as it refreshes there. Man, that's pretty OP. Do you see how quick those things out? And this is her number 3, which is her long range attack, man. Look how far she is, dude. Holy crap. And then you got her ult that does damage going out and damage coming back in. So yeah, that is pretty cool, man. Let me try that again. Let me try that 2 again. Look how fast those comes out. Well, of course I got a pretty fast build too, but golly, dude, this is just insane. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, so her number 2, right? So her number 2 is Rolling Thunder. So Ishtar calls down strikes of lightning in line, right, damaging enemies within their area. Ishtar may aim which direction the strikes travels, right? So you can, it's almost kind of like a soul ult, right, where it goes do. But the cool thing about this one is when you trigger it, if you look down, kind of like if you look down, you can make the strike at a distance and make it go, I believe, towards you. But if you look up, it strikes at a distance and goes out, or vice versa. Let's try it out. Okay, so I'm looking down. Yeah, so it starts at me and goes outwards, and then if you look up, it'll start at the strike point and come back at you, right? So you can control which way it goes. So that is really cool. So it starts. We already said with that, the strike damage is 40, 60, 80, 100, and 120 plus, a percentage of your physical power, and then it mesmerizes for 0.75 of a second, so 3/4 of a second. So it says here that Ishtar calls down the strikes of lightning in an inline damaging enemies within the area. Ishtar may aim which direction we did, as we saw. If an enemy is hit by more than one strike, they are mesmerized, right? So if you get hit twice, you get mez for almost a second, so 3/4 of a second. So yeah, that's pretty cool. And then her third attack is called Jolt, right? So Ishtar draws her blades and charges forward, striking all enemies in her path. If she hits an enemy gun, she stops, roots them for 1 second as she does a backflip off of them, right? As Ishtar is in the air, she fires her bow, dealing damage in an area. So when she hits, she does a backflip kind of like Neath, but when she's in the middle of the backflip, she's shooting her bow, and that attack that she does in the mid backflip is not just a single point target, it's an AoE type target that can crit, which is very significant, dude. That's going to be so OP. That's going to be so OP, dude. As Ishtar is in the air, she fires her bow, dealing damage in an area around her effect. This shot may crit and trigger basic item effects. Wow. So that means if you have something like Quinn's size, man, if you do that attack, jump up, not only are you going to get the crit, an AoE crit, but you're going to get the AoE Quinn's size, which is going to be huge, dude. That's going to be dude, they're going to end up nerfing that. That's just insane. The charge damage is 80, 120, 160, 200, and then 240 plus, you know, your physical protection, physical damage percentage, right? And then the arrow damage does 20, 30, 40, 50, and 60 plus 110% of your physical basic attack power. And then it roots for 1 second. So let's check that out in action, dude. You know what? Let's go check that out over here where there's a lot more people. So we said out and inward on her number 2. So you see how it goes out and comes back in. And then her number 3, you see you got the dash there, but if you get within an area right there, you can hit more than one. Yep. You see how it critted and it did the size on those 3 guys right there. Dude, that is just crazy, dude. That is just insane. So 1. Look, this is our 1. Here's our 1 with the 1, the small AoE. But you saw the AoE, man. That covers some pretty good real estate there. Let's check that again. Look at that. That's just nasty, dude. That is so nasty. Ay, dude. Oh, and then we already seen her ult in action, but that's pretty much it for her attacks, man. As you can see, she's going to be pretty OP in Arena. I'm really looking forward to testing her out. So, hey, man, what are we waiting for? Let's check her out in Arena. So here we go with the long-awaited first time playing Ishtar in Arena. Now keep in mind I'm playing with medium bots, right? And I'm playing against medium bots. So don't worry about the build today. Don't worry about how many kills we get, how much damage we do, or nothing like that, man. Just concentrate pretty much on the actual the mechanics of the various different attacks and see how they work. That's what we're going to be concentrating on today. Of course, we still need some type of build, right? I can't tell you that just messing around with her in jungle training, she just seems like she's gonna be so OP, dude. But we'll see. Okay, so number 1, I triggered it, and it does have a timer, so a 9-second timer early game, and I'm sure that'll probably slow down or get reduced as she levels up. Yeah, right there. Cooldown is 9 seconds. So keep that in mind. As soon as you trigger her 1, just having the menu come up is not going to do anything. It's not going to trigger anything. The problem with that is once you pick something, once you hit that one, you're going to have to pick something. It doesn't look like you can just escape back and say, oh, my bad. You know what I'm saying? So keep that in mind. Oh, that was cool. I was able to combo those 2 together. That was pretty cool. It's my long range attack. Nice. Just let that attack and get the heck out of dodge. Nice. Let's go. Again, I'm playing with medium bots against medium bots, so please keep that in mind. But I tell you what, her number 1 thus far, I'm really liking that long range one. You know, let me get some attack speed on that. Now that was her number 3. You saw how much of a how much of a range she had on that. Now, the closer you are with this cone attack, the more damage you're going to get. Because you get the center arrow and then you get the side arrows too, all in one minion. Alright. Let's do a fan attack. Now, one thing that we need to test to see if once that big minion comes up, if I use that big attack, my dash flip attack, does that work on minions? I don't know. But and freaking Pug ult dash him, saved our Mercury.
I'll do anything for power.
Oh wow, did they have a dot? Oh, he must have got hit by the cannon. Okay, so this is our small AoE. This is the flip attack. Nice, nice, nice. Okay. So we're going to attack over the wall. Can that go over walls? Yes, that can go over walls too. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, so now we just learned that. She has this attack that can go over walls. Her number 2 can go over walls. So that's good to know. Nice. Very nice. Let's go. Oh man. That's nasty, son.
A new weapon.
I'm really looking forward to testing her out in arena, dude. Oh my goodness. Let's go. Alright, let's get some sniper action going. Allows me to stay at range there. And see, it's still proccing my quins. So that range one is still proccing my quins, so that's good to know. Alright, let me get back. Uh-oh, big minions up. Big minions up. Let's go. Let me take care of her real quick. Okay, let me see if I can use my 3 on him. Whoa! Nope, you cannot use your 3 on the big minion. You cannot use your big 3 on the minion. So keep that in mind. Alright, good deal, good deal. Oh no, this is nasty, son. Let's go. Oh, did not mean to do that. Did not mean to do that. Alright. Yeah, she's about an Artemis on lead time. Alright, he's gonna follow me all the way to the base. Alright, alright. Let's go.
Ready for anything. They will all obey their goddess.
Minions have reached your portal.
Gotcha. Nice, nice, nice. Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, that one's really good for clearing while you're still doing damage. Works really well.
Nice try.
Nice. Close the gap with the 3. Dude, let me see if I can back without getting hit. If my freaking bots would stop getting killed. Golly, dude. Alright, alright.
Your ally has met their untimely end. An enemy has been slain.
Nice, nice, nice. Now that's something you're gonna have to be very careful with, man. Because I procced my 1, but somehow it got delayed and it keeps doing my attack, which is not what I'm intending to do. So that could be very, very bad.
For anything.
An impressive battle. That's 2 souls.
Alright, good deal, good deal.
A new weapon for me.
Nice, nice, nice. 1 long range attack. Dude, that is so freaking nasty, son. Oh my goodness, boy, look at this damage. Oh my goodness, just rampage, boy. Just playing in these guys, just slaying them. Oh my goodness, this girl's gonna be so OP. See, it just did it again. I went to use my long range and it did that attack, which kind of worked for a pretty decent combo, to tell you the truth.
Your ally has met their untimely end. You must find stronger allies.
Okay, I did not mean to do that, but that will work actually.
Still many more foes to slay.
And then
Okay, use my 3.
I'll do anything.
Alright, good
for
deal, good
power.
deal.
Just what I needed.
I'm out with my sniper attack.
Next time they'll reconsider fighting. The killing spree has just begun. Enemy soul awaits.
Minions have reached your fortress.
An enemy has been slain.
Oh my goodness. Let's go get some more attack speed. And the hardest part of this is going to be able to actually land her, you know, when you do your attack, to make sure that you hit the right button, really. Nice.
2 souls well earned.
Oh my goodness, dude. You gotta be kidding me. Oh man. Now keep in mind, like I said before, your flip does not work on minions. So the big minions, that will not work on them. Dude, this is insane. Uh-oh, I'm out of mana. I'm out of mana. Out of mana. Meow. Almost like that. Almost like a long-range Hercules. Kind of like a charge too. Oh my goodness, dude! Let me get that attack speed, son. Let's go.
An ally has been slain.
Long range, he can't close on me. Uh-oh, that didn't work the way I wanted it. That didn't work the way I wanted it. I thought that the swords were going to come straight back, but they actually came at an angle. They probably missed them. So that's, keep that in mind too. The swords are going to go, they're probably going to fold depending on your angle.
Minions have
Oh, you know
reached
what?
your portal.
Let me try to see if I upgrade to that. I'll get my
I'll
stuff
do
a lot
anything
faster.
for
Let's see how
power.
this works out for us.
Enemy soul awaits. You have slain an enemy. An enemy has been slain.
All right, good deal, good deal. Oh, I got a full build too.
Oh, I'll
Let's
be
go.
sure to use this.
That works nice.
Enemy soul awaits.
Ready for anything.
All right.
Your ally has met their untimely end.
Oh, that's not what I meant to do.
Consider fighting the hand of death.
This land is mine.
True soul, the killing spree has just begun.
Oh my goodness.
Only one remains. Do not wish to claim.
Send them to the end.
The carnage. Come on, come on. Go, 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 go.
Preparation is key.
Let's go. Oh,
They will all
trying to sneak up on me, punk.
their goddess.
Collection. There are still many more foes to slay.
Nice try.
Seeing someone so once. Triple kill.
Yeah, the hardest part is going to be having to toggle between the various different attacks. I really, really like that sniper attack, that three basic dude. Oh my goodness, this girl is too OP. The only Achilles heel that I can see is going to be CC, man, because I'm telling you that her 3, yeah, you can use it as a type of an escape, man, but it has a really high cooldown on it. But I tell you what, getting that glyph for that Malice, was it Bloodforge? Not Bloodforge, golly, Deathbringer. For that Deathbringer is going to work out really. Oh my god, 29-1-8. We're going against medium bots, but you saw how the engagement was. But to pull 73 player damage. Oh my goodness. But as I'm telling you, she's going to be OP, dude. She's going to be, I'm really looking forward to checking her out in Arena. But hey, man, have you tried her yet? And if not, are you looking forward to trying her, right? I am. I'm telling you, I'm really looking forward to Tuesday to check this Ishtar out in the wild. But hey, man, that is our review of Ishtar. Hey, do you like her? Do you not like her? Do you think you're going to want to play her? You think you're going to hold off until later? Hey, put it down in the comments down below. I'd love to hear what you have to say about it, right? And how are you going to build her? You're going to build her high crit, high attack speed, high passives, man? Put that also in the comments down below. I'd like to get your feedback on how you think she's going to be best used, right? I'll have a build video for her probably tomorrow, and I'm really leaning forward to it in a high attack speed, high crit with some passives, to tell you the truth, but we'll see how it comes out. But hey, man, that is Ishtar. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. I'm Dark Garza, your OG on GC. See you next time.